What up? What up? This is probably gonna be my last gang stalking video. I had some pictures set up for y'all to show you how they fuck with me, flashing their lights, and how the people around me are acting like it's not happening. But would it really made a difference? Probably not. It probably made certain people feel better. Just reconfirming that they're not crazy. And that's what I've been getting from these gang stalking videos. I didn't want that to be the main thing on my channel, so this is probably gonna be my last gang stalking video. And for this reason, I now know it's a spiritual thing. Let me just break it down how I came to this conclusion. So I'm shopping, at Walmart, and I'm noticing some of the registers. I remember one lady specifically, but I can't, my mind is blocking out the other lady because if it's who I think it is, she's always nice to me. It's a cold game when you realize the people that you feel like you got a bond with are really your enemies. But anyway, as you can see, I'm sniffling and shit, right? I never get sick. So every time I'm in the register, this one chick and this other chick sniffing out of nowhere. And you know what I mean? Like, I'm always getting fucked with. But it was getting on my nerves. It was like, damn, were they trying to get me sick? The thing was, that day, as soon as I left, I started getting the sniffles, and I low-key got sick. And I never get sick, right? So I didn't think nothing of it. I just thought that was weird. I was like, because I'm thinking, like, when that was happening, I'm like, what do you think you're going to get? Is this your attempt to try to get me sick? You know what I mean? Now, the only thing I could think about was, okay, well, maybe they're sneezing on their hand and then they're touching the bags, but I didn't see none of that. So the next day I come, and like I said, I got a mini sore throat, and I had the sniffles, right? But by that day, I started feeling better, and then she passed by me again and started sniffling. Sure and behold, my sore throat came back, and I had the sniffles. Right then, I was like, wait a minute. Because she's never, at least that day, she didn't come in contact with me at all. But somehow I got sick. So right then, I was thinking like, bro, this is some type of form of witchcraft, right? But that's not all. So I decided to stop drinking yesterday and sign back up to the gym, and I went to the gym. I don't know what I mean, I can call it racist, but these motherfuckers do not want me around, bro. Like, these motherfuckers going out their way to try to make me feel uncomfortable at the gym. And the gym is mainly Asian, but there were Mexicans there too, and they're both doing it. A while ago, there's like this black and white guy who worked there, whose brother works there now. I thought it was him when they walked in, but he looks a little younger. He started doing it, but I don't know if they told him something or he just, I mean, because I flirt with a lot of the women there, so I get a lot of attention there. So I figured it was just some hating shit. But when I left the gym, and they were able to snap some of my energy there because I didn't confront them, like I was talking a little slick to them, calling them cowards, like I usually do. But what got me when I realized this shit is spiritual, right? So as soon as I got in my car, somebody a little ways immediately flashed their high beams on me, right? And like I say, most of the time I don't take that shit laying down, so I pulled up towards them and I put my high beam. And I'm thinking I'm gonna see some young Asian dudes, cause that's the main motherfuckers that be following me and flashing their lights. And maybe some young Mexicans or something. Bro, why did I see some old ass white dude at 12 o'clock at night just posted in the motherfucking gym parking lot, 24-hour fitness. Nigga had one tooth, one noticeable tooth, and he looked drunk as hell. Ain't nobody, he not, my first suspicion that there's gotta be some type of app where they always know where you at. That motherfucker wasn't watching no app. Ain't nobody called this old ass nigga and told him to wait at the gym or hurry up and get to the gym because it looked like he's leaving right now, and then purposely position your car right in front of me so you be able to flash your lights. Ain't nobody told that motherfucker that, bro. Ain't no cops called this motherfucker. Bro, he had to been possessed by a demon. Bro, the motherfucker looked like an old ass white guy with one tooth. Like, I think he had like his work uniform on, bro. This shit is definitely spiritual, bro. So now I understand. You know what I mean? I'm good now. I can't let this shit. Do I still think that there's like an organized group that's following me? Yes, but them motherfuckers is just peasants. They're just pawns on the chessboard, bro. Cause, bro, ain't nobody notified this motherfucker, telling him exactly where to be just so he can do that, bro. I was just absolutely amazed when I seen his face, bro. I was like, are you fucking serious, bro? He had to been led here by some fucking demons, bro. This shit is definitely spiritual, and I understand now. I understand now. I get it. This shit ain't gonna stop. Matter of fact, it might get worse before it get better. But I can't let these motherfuckers have me end up going to jail over this shit, bro. And which eventually happened last time. You know what I mean? They didn't catch me in the act, but when I started getting warrants in mail because I'm retaliating, I didn't believe it, so I ended up doing a couple days in the county anyway because, you know what I mean, I ended up getting pulled over with a warrant for my arrest. I still didn't see the video, I still don't know what I did, but let's just say it was road rage. I gotta get that shit off my record. But it didn't stop me from getting still Instacart, and so it can't be too bad, right? So with that being, with this, basically the bitch had to be, it's basically some witches working, and the main one is some old wrinkled ass white lady with a flat top, bro. Like, I mean, if anybody is an undercover warlock or a witch, it would be her, bro. And like I say, it was another one. Yeah, I don't know what witches be doing working at Walmart, but if they live in this neighborhood, they live pretty good. So with that being said, this is definitely some spiritual shit going on. So I understand I can't let my anger get the best of me. And so basically I'm coming to the complete understanding of who I am. And I definitely have a purpose. And they need to stop that at all costs. So this will be my last gang stalking video. I want to put that footage out with the cars and the formation they driving with their flashing their lights and shit in broad daylight. I got the cops with his lights on in broad daylight driving in formation, because I think what they were trying to do, which they tried to do last time, was catch me in the act so the police would be right there. I believe that was the purpose of having the police there as of lately. But like I said, I don't know. Maybe I might put it up. But this ain't gonna be. This is definitely not a gang stalking channel. And this is probably gonna be my last gang stalking video. I might put some noticeable footage out for somebody who's going through it and on the verge of not showing they're crazy and don't really know how to prove it. It's really not hard, bro. There's no reason why these people should be driving behind you, multiple cars flashing their high beams. if you really step back and look at it, it's quite obvious. But with that being said, yeah, this should be my last gang stalking video, and understand if this is happening to you because it's a reason, and whatever your purpose is, they gotta stop at all costs. Peace. I'm out.